Okay, so everybody does it, either some of the time or all of the time. What do you think I'm thinking of? Speeding on the road with the car. Do you speed? Well, everybody does a little bit, and there are some exceptions to going a little bit over the limit. Everybody does it. Okay, I have this big pet peeve about people who want to go faster when, like, say you're going the speed limit that's legal and maybe you're not going over, or maybe you are going a little bit over, maybe 5 miles over the limit, and they're on your tail wanting you to go faster, and they're just speeding up right there and they're right behind you, and it's like as if they're saying, come on lady, or come on whoever, man, speed it up. And so they decide, well, you're not fast enough for me. So they zoom in behind you or around you and whoosh off. Okay? This about 3/4 of the people on the road do this, and it makes me sick because they want instant gratification and they want to go now. So where in the heck are you going? Why are you making life such an issue here? You know, I'm thinking about these people. Why are they being that way? So, you know, I'm not really sure that there is so much impatience in this world. Okay, so say like back then in the old days, when things were a little calmer, you know, people were on the road. They took their time in life. They didn't burn the candle at both ends. They did what they had to do. They were busy people, but they weren't in any rush. You know, they had all day. And then, you know, people back then that had houses to take care of and farms, you know, they had time. They did all that. Okay, so today all people do is they speed in their car. They go around you. Or if you're at a stop sign and you don't know when to go because there's so much traffic coming and you can't exactly make the right judgment, you know, you're not sure, so you want to go by your gut instinct, the person behind you starts honking as if to say, come on, it's okay to go. Well, they don't know that because they can't see everything you say. You're ahead of them, and maybe your judgment is a little bit more cautious than maybe it should be. And so those are some things that I can't really do anything about personally. I don't drive because of my anxiety disorder that I have, but I'm usually if I'm with my mother, who tries to drive the speed limit, and sometimes she does go a little over the speed limit. And I mean, everybody does a little bit. And that's natural. It happens. You know, we're thinking about other things. We're on the road, so you might go over a little. We watch the speedometer a little bit. But I mean, really, a lot of people need to get a grip, and they need to slow down, because if they keep going at this rate, their stress levels are going to just go so high and everything, and they're going to go so nuts because they can't get where they want to get. They want instant gratification. They want to get to their destination yesterday. And so I read recently in this article, and it was amazing because the issue was already in my mind. This is going on with the speeding and all that. Okay, and people want to get around you and honking and thinking, you know, you're going too slow when you're not, if you're going the limit. So I read this article, and it said that people have become so impatient that it's possible with the studies that it's because of the technology we have today. We have computers, people have their phones, and all this technology that's really fast. And so when it comes to driving, they expect someone to just be, you know, do something at a certain time. They didn't actually, well, I did mention one point about driving, but there were other things in general, you know, waiting to get off the elevator or something like that and getting all upset. And I'm trying to understand here why these people can't just calm down and have a little patience. I'm guilty of having a little bit of impatience myself. So I want to make sure that in my videos I'm not hypocritical. I want to admit that there are some things. Everybody gets a little impatient. Nobody's perfect. So, you know, and you have your people that are on the phones in their car when they shouldn't be, their cell phones. And sometimes they're the ones with the problem, and they're going too slow. And you wonder, you know, what's going on here. They're sitting there on the cell phone, and you don't know if they're going to go or not. And they're just... Anyway, but what bothers me most is the ones that want to ride on your tail end in the back, and they expect you to go their limit. And I mean, this is the mentality of like 3/4 of the people on the road. And I did not used to see this. This has only been in like the last 10 years or so. So people are getting more and more patient. It's because of the trends of today, the rush, 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 get there now, you know, instant gratification. And as you know, the technology with the phones and the computers, 1 year it's this, then this year it's a new improved, and then the year after that there's another new improved, and the year after that it's like, okay, that one's not good anymore. You need this, you need that. It just gets faster and faster. And I think technology is great, but people have become so immersed in the technology and getting the latest of everything. It's faster and more improved. What was popular last year, this year to them is stupid, outdated, not fast enough, and they want more. They want more. So, you know, it's their mentality, and so they're that way on the road too, with driving really fast, going over the speed limit. And, you know, some that go a little over the speed limit, I see that, but I see people that zoom through there. And I'm just hoping a cop is going to find them and track them down so they can nip it in the bud. And it's not enough patrol out there. And you know what? I see cops all the time, like parked a lot, pretty often, you know, on the side of a road, and they're getting ready so they can stop somebody if they're going too fast. But it's never at the right time. You know, you never see them there. Occasionally, I do see one that's pulled over, a person pulled over, and a cop has their lights flashing, and they are stopping them for some reason. Either they went through a light, or they were going too fast, or maybe it was a tail light. But I'm thinking it was probably they were going too fast or running a red light. But I tell you, the roads are scary now, especially when you get out like a Friday afternoon, or just the afternoon traffic, like after 3 or 4 o'clock. That's when it really gets bad, because, you know, people are going to get their kids at school, they're getting out of work, and I guess they're tired. That's no excuse though for speeding and stuff. So, that was exhausting, so talking about all that. But, you know, I think people have lost their sense of stopping and trying to be calm, and trying to not put so much on their plate in one day. Trying to make more quality time, or maybe a little bit more quantity time. And I just, you know, I'm trying to understand I partly do understand a lot of it,